everybody, Al here. We're at the Merchants Crossing Monday night cruise, and I stumbled across a really cool 66 427 Cobra replica, and Mike, the owner here, is with me. How's it going, Mike?
Good, Al.
What you got going there?
I've got a Backdraft Racing 65 replica. It's got a Ford Racing 427, which is a 350. It's a 351 Windsor.
Windsor-based engine.
Yeah, Windsor-based.
Wow,
engine. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, cool.
I had the car dyno tuned here in Cape Coral about 5 years ago. Putting 400 to the wheel.
Oh my goodness, what's the weight of the car?
It's about 2,200 pounds.
Yeah, hold on for your life, huh?
Yep.
All right, that's great. All right, let's take a look at the car.
All right.
Wow, Mike, that is really something special. You know, looking at this car, I wouldn't know that it's not an original Cobra, original Shelby Cobra.
Backdraft does a pretty good job. Fit and finish.
Yeah, and just kind of, getting in close. The gauge layout is really done very nicely.
I had originally it came with backdraft 200 mile an hour speedometer, but it didn't work, so I took it out and put an auto meter in. And all they had available was a 120.
Oh. So that's a complete auto meter gauge layout?
Yeah, they're standard.
It's really nice. I've seen a lot of Cobras, but I never took notice of the gauge layouts. I imagine they're not all the same. But
well, you can order it with the Smith gauges, which were that period of time the Cobras had Smith gauges, and Backdraft puts backdraft gauges in their cars.
Mm-hmm.
And the quality, it probably is good quality, but they just didn't work at the time I bought the car, so I had them changed out.
Yeah, well, they look really good. And of course the side pipes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Side pipes are nice and loud.
And there's your Windsor-based engine. Now, the block. Is there anything special about the block?
No, it's a Dart 351 Windsor.
So
they just changed the stroke and bore it out, and it gives it the 427.
It looks like you got a high-rise dual-plane manifold on it.
It has a Edelbrock Performer manifold, Edelbrock E Street heads.
Mm-hmm. Lots of torque.
It has a quick fuel technology 750 carburetor.
The car is just perfect. There isn't a single flaw. How long have you owned it?
I've had it since October 2012 when it was built. Almost 6 years.
You spend much time driving it?
I have almost 9,000 miles.
Yeah, so you're out romping the streets.
A little bit. I come to the shows here.
So are you a visitor to Southwest Florida, or you're a permanent resident?
I lived here 35 years.
Wow. Yeah, so nothing new to you. You ever had it at the track, or do any testing with it?
I raced Mustang, and I took this to the track one day to see if I could keep up with the Mustang, but there's no traction in it, so it did a little worse than the Mustang. But it's got more top end than the Mustang does.
Sure. That'll get your heart pumping. Okay, what we have here is a Superformance Shelby Cobra. Mark, the owner, explained to me that this car is a car that's licensed by Shelby himself, or Shelby America, I should say. And this car is really, really nice. I see these Cobras, and I just get very envious because they're so cool. There's so much history behind them, and they run like crazy. Most of them are cranking, 400 or 500 horsepower, whatever they decide to put in them. And the car is very light, really big tires, and they just run like crazy. And this was Carroll Shelby's idea. We owe it all to him. Absolutely stunning. You can see subtle differences between this one and the blue one. They're all are pretty much the same with subtle differences. The owner told me that this car is a car that you buy, and it comes without a drivetrain in it. You put in your own drivetrain and select what wheels that you want to put in it and tailor it to your own liking. Very, very nice. Okay, so here's the engine in Mark's Cobra. A little different. He's got the open plenum intake manifold and the turkey pan intake that's made for these cars. Fresh air from the hood seals onto the turkey pan for cold air and the air cleaner. Very, very cool. 427 stroke Windsor based engine for lots of power. And I have noticed before, we have true knockoff wheels. You can see the safety wire. Cut that wire and you can actually spin that center hub off and take the wheel off that way. No lug nuts. Very, very cool. Really, really nice car. Hey everybody, Al here. Decided to take a ride out to Merchants, got there a little bit late, and tonight was just one of those nights where I'm left basically speechless. Those two Shelby Cobras were just overload. They were both beautiful, built a little different, engine combinations and so on. I believe they were even different companies that manufactured those cars. But that's just an example of automotive history that is something that leaves me speechless. We have to thank Carroll Shelby for what he's done. Leaves a lasting impression on all of us when we can see those kinds of cars. An idea that he had so long ago still lives on today and will live into the future for many, 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 many years. So to you two guys who own those cars, power to you. Love it. Keep it going. And I just don't know what else to say. So that's about it for today's post. Until next time, when we see you out at the shows. Take care.